listening to Goof on Radio with Rich Giordano.
My personal belief is that there is very compelling evidence that we may not be alone.
There has been and is an existing presence, an ET presence. It's not going to make a difference. It's not going to change reality.
I believe, as do the other folks that were on the flight, that when we visually saw it, that it was something not from this world.
Goof on Radio.
You were either in or you were either out, brother.
But the cream will rise to the top, oh yeah.
Goof on Radio with Rich Giordano.
I occasionally think how quickly our differences worldwide would vanish if we were facing an alien threat from outside this world.
Goof on Radio.
Remain seated, please. Permanecer sentados, por favor.
You're listening to Goof on Radio with Rich Giordano.
Hey, all right. Get me in this place. Woo! Welcome to Goof On, everybody. I'm your host, Rich Giordani. I'm sorry, Rich Giordini. Welcome to the show. It is November 2, 2022. Wow, I almost said October. It is November 2nd. It's 11/2/2022. It's 11/2/2022. It's 11/2. How the hell are you? Yeah, almost no show tonight, but not that anybody. Here we are. It's we're going to talk about what? No report. You thought it would be today? Oh, it's going to be probably Friday. The last time they dropped a report like this, I don't know, it was a Thursday, I think. But I think they did when was it last year? June 25th report on a Friday. So maybe it'll be Friday. You know they're going to wait till the end of the week anyway. I'm going to make everybody wait because they want to know what's going on with the UFOs. Well, it's nothing new, as you know. We're not getting anything new. So stop thinking that we're going to get disclosure. We're going to get some interest. We're getting information we've already received. It's out there. You could research it yourself. You just don't know which ones they're going to put in the report. Anyway, not that exciting. What's more exciting is Elon Musk and Twitter. That is exciting to me. That's real now. Can you believe that shit? I can't believe it's real. Anyway, I don't know how long I'll go tonight, but I want to thank everybody for hanging out. It's laundry day. Forgive me. I am doing laundry, actually. See this right here? See those scratches? You know how I told you a while ago, like if weed touches my skin? Well, that's what happened. And it got so itchy, I kept scratching it and I tore myself up. But, yeah, this nail is very, very sharp. I had a... Anyway, yeah, Pretty in Pink. You like the hat? It's not a new one. I've had it for about a year. All right. We're going to talk about that and the most incredible UFO reports ever collected. Now, I told you tonight, nobody's coming to the show. I told you I'm shadow banned. Big time. Look at the numbers. Yeah. So, roll call real quick. David Wilcox, welcome to the show. Moonlick throwing down $2.13. Praise be Lord Richie. Thank you, Moonlick. I appreciate it. I may only do 15-minute show today. I may do an hour. We'll see. See how long I can go. Moonlick throwing down the first super chat of the night. Thank you very much. Thank you, Moonlick. For the $2.13, praise be Lord Aguji. Aguji. See what I did? Thanks, Moonlick. 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 Good to see you, man. Welcome to the show. Samo, Goofonian, Rockstar, welcome to the show. D's House Genetics, welcome to the show. Iron Bear 78. You're 44 years old. I'm psychic. Welcome to the show. Helen Crystal Energy, welcome to the show. James Jimenez, welcome to Diane Boss. Welcome to the show. WAF 007. It's not an implant. It's a tumor. It's not a tumor. Stupid. Tommy G, what's up, man? Maybe I can get unbanned from Twitter. You're unbanned now. I mean, you're banned? I was banned. Just make another account. I know I had to start all over. I hated that. Shell Shock. How you doing, Tootsie Pop? Nah, good to see you. Glad you made it to the live fiesta. Tim Freestone. Chris Rogers. All right, let's go to the front door. Event Horizon. You wouldn't have gotten a notification on this show today because I put it up with only 15 minutes to go before showtime because I wasn't going to do a show. So usually notifications go out at the top of the hour, and I never got that far. That's why you didn't get it. And let me tell you something, how notifications work on YouTube. So let's just say I do 8,500 subscribers. They're only sending out 200 notifications. That's it. That's it. Only a small percentage get them. And it's never the same. It changes. That's what I heard. So 200 that got the notification today won't get it tomorrow. Another 200 will get it, and so on, and around. Supposedly. I don't know if they could make something that specific in the program. You know what I mean? For how many channels are there? Come on. That's a pretty big We are shadow banned. There's no doubt about it. And I'll tell you why. I saw a video. You probably have seen it. We're done with roll call. If I didn't say hi, it doesn't mean I don't love you. All right? Tony Introvert, how you doing, eh? Welcome to the show. Stuart Bodwell, welcome to the show. So the way it works is, and I knew it, because I visit these channels that I like a lot, right? Certain channels. First Amendment channels, things like that, where guys go around with their cameras and, you know, they video the police or they go into a government building. And I comment a lot on those. For 2 years, 3 years. And when I first started, before I had 500 subscribers, I used to have conversations with people with my comments, right? Every time I'd put a comment, I'd make a joke or say something that was semi-offensive just to get people talking, right? Well, once we hit 1,000 subscribers, I never saw any of my comments get a heart, get a thumb up, get a reply. And I watched this video the other day where somebody who used to work for Twitter and YouTube said that you're blocked without being blocked. It's called shadow banning, where people won't even see you. But you see you, but nobody else will. I'm like, that sucks. But how come when I verify it with people, like I'll tell somebody, go to this channel, tell me if you see my comment, and they'll be like, yeah, I see it. How come nobody's, for 2.5 years, nobody is commenting on anything? It's very strange. Tells you you're shadow banned. That's what it is. Nobody can see you, but how did I tell somebody to go see me? I mean, are my comments that bad? Nobody's commented on one of them in over 2 years? It's impossible. It's impossible. I must have put thousands of comments out there. And I check back on them all the time. And it's weird. It's weird. That's all I'm saying. Pretty soon, Twitter's going to be fun again. Apparently it is. It's getting there. Twitter's going to be like, I heard they're going to try to make Twitter with video like YouTube. Yeah, next year. That'd be nice. Well, it'll take them a year to write that program, I'm sure. 6 months. Who knows? I know that, Tommy. Tommy's right. It is. It's unconstitutional. YouTube and Facebook are unconstitutional. Twitter has been, but with Elon Musk coming back, it won't be. But why do you think we can't talk about what happened in America 21 years ago anymore? You know, why can't we talk about anything we want? You know, why can't we say what we want as long as it isn't hate speech? Right? We should be able to say what we want as long as it isn't hate speech. What's up, Brian from New England? How you doing, brother? What's up, John Hunsley? Making it to the Goof On show. What's up? Funny seeing some people here. This is a recording. Who put this there? I didn't put that there. I'm not in chat. So now I'm going to block that person. You can't be stealing my shit. That is illegal against YouTube. Thank you. Yeah. That is illegal against YouTube. That's huge, and I am going to report that person, that channel right now. Let's go to the channel. There's a channel called GoofOn. They're trying to steal from me. So I have to write, I'll email YouTube right after the show. So we'll get that place removed. They're trying to, infringe on my shit. So you can't do that. That is 100% illegal. Nice knowing you, GoofOn. We'll make sure we don't have you around anymore. Can't be copying other channels like that. Why don't you do this? Hey, why don't you copy some other channels of the haters and start making debunking videos? With your nice... You're not going to get any subscribers with that name. You're automatically shadow banned, you idiot. You know who that probably is? The Out There channel. Yeah. Either that or Fat Tony. Fat Tony would do something like that. Because he's angry with himself. He hoaxed. How can you be so happy? How can you be happy with yourself if you're that guy right now? There's no way that guy looks into the camera every day to his audience and thinks, they trust me. Can you imagine? I can't imagine watching that show knowing that guy purposely lied, looked you in the eye and said, oh, here's where I shot this, and it's somebody else's video. Oh my God, you guys let him back into the realm. Why do you do that? It's okay. Hoaxers are allowed as long as you're in the far left and voted for Biden. It's okay. As long as you want socialism, yeah, that's fine. That's what they want. They want to control what you say, when you say, how you say it. If you're not like them, then you can't be around them, be on the same platform as them. You can't even be in the same realm as them. They want you gone. Do you know Fat Tony was wishing me dead? Dead. I wish he'd die. Same with Gigi. Yeah. I'm not talking about it. I'm just venting. Who gives a shit about them? All right, I got something I got to show you. COVID. You can't say that anymore. Do you see what I see? Do you see what I see?
Congratulations. How did you turn this around?
Man, first off, I need to first thank my Lord and Savior.
The issue with sin. It makes us, our sin that's in us makes us do those things. And the only salvation for this sin is the gospel. The only way to really cure that what's on the inside is understanding that Jesus Christ died for our sins.
Jesus.
And so to me, on a micro level, it's understanding.
Well, and just like that, we lost him. I know.
Masters champion, Bubba Watson.
Bubba! I gotta find Bubba!
My Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. This day means so much more than putting on this green jacket in many ways.
Uh-oh.
All right, so a technical glitch there.
Anytime they mention Jesus, there would be a glitch on the screen and he'd be gone, if you know what I mean. Phlegm. All right, let's move along, shall we? By the way, you can help support GoofOn. We are supported by you, the viewer. It's right, we're like PBS, but better. You can use Super Chat, Super Sticker, PayPal, Cash App. You could even become a member of GoofOn. You can Patreon. That's how they sound in Scotland sometimes. You got a fucking dead by God. You've got to put him out on the pot. Have you ever seen the alien caught in the bedroom? Everybody's asking me to show this video. I did show this video. We had a good laugh about it. We even brought up Stan Romanowski. Remember him? Played football for Denver.
A closed circuit camera mounted.
Oh, that was Bill Romanowski. And that was the Bills, right?
Light coming from an open
No, that was Denver.
Suddenly, the camera picks up something alarming.
Oh, I got to talk about this tonight.
A skinny humanoid figure begins slowly peeking out from behind the open door. David does not start.
Yeah, it's not his 14-year-old neighbor that knocked on the door looking to steal some money out of his wallet.
From his sleep, as little by little, the figure creeps further into the doorway, revealing a bizarrely slender leg. Seemingly just a few inches
seemingly
in diameter,
seductive.
then an oblong head and even
the object seemingly has a sexy leg and an oblong head, which kind of aroused the onlooker. The onlooker then took his camera, grabbed the alien, and started making porno. For that, we cannot show you this portion. But know this, the alien left satisfied.
eventually its whole body. It resembles otherworldly beings commonly described as grays, and this apparently wasn't the first time David has seen one. David wouldn't be the first to report repeated visits from extraterrestrials.
It's very rare that I have found an
It is so rare. Oh, that's a. I thought that was a guy.
Experience.
Sorry.
Invariably, there were multiple experiences, often dating back to childhood.
It's 2006 in Pensacola, Florida. David Eckhart is asleep in his bedroom. A closed-circuit camera mounted above the bed captures the room bathed in a soft yellow light coming from an open door.
Bathed.
Suddenly, the camera picks up something alarming.
A sexy figure.
Humanoid figure.
A sexy naked female enters the room. David doesn't know it, but he's about to get choom 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 alienized. They should do that, right? David doesn't realize it, but he's about to get raped by an alien. I know that's not funny, but, in this context, it is. We are not allowed to show you the footage of such details, but know this. The alien left satisfied. There was a streak that went across the sky when it took off. You can't write this stuff. By the way, I'm going to play this short that I made real quick because I can't remember what I said yesterday, but I'm going to play it really quick because it's me. But it has to do with this show that we're watching. This one. This piece of shit show. Not this one specifically. There's another show. Here, I play it in this. I talk about it in the short I made last night. Look, nobody's a UFO expert. We got to stop saying that. You got to stop. Please. There are none. Look at me. Hello, Goofonians. Rich Giordano from GoofOn. So I'm watching this show. It is The Proof Is Out There on the Unexplained Zone channel on cable. Tony Harris is the host of this show, and he keeps saying, we're going to go to our UFO expert, whoever, and they're going to tell us what they think. Well, there are no UFO experts, okay? The only way you can be an expert on a UFO is if you worked on UFOs, can touch the UFO, analyze the UFO. It's got to be concrete. Motherfucker! You get it. Hold on. I know I saw it. I didn't get to it. Jammer Travels with the $2 greetings, Earthlings. See, I knew you were alien. I knew it. No, I knew it. As soon as I saw the word travels. I knew it. I knew you were cool. Thank you very much for the $2. And I want to say season's greetings because we're almost at that part of the year. Thank you, Jammer Travels. I have 14 now. I had 3 more kids knock on the door. Well, some went to college, so 3 more came back. New. They're like, Daddy? I'm like, I guess. I understand your plight. Is it plight? It's plight. Plight? What's up, FAP? Derek Faulkner. Hey, Don Mofo. I'm confused. 13? The aliens aren't even experts. They've been crashing for years. I know, right? That is true. That is true. So this show I'm watching is absolutely horrendous on every level of horror I can imagine. It is so shitty. What is it? The Proof is Out There is the name of the show. It's on a channel called Unexplained Zone on cable, obviously, or the app. So I'm watching this, and it's I have the Fire Stick thing, so I just played this show and it kept going and going and going, and they kept showing CGI footage. You know, they showed the picture. You know, you see this thing. Remember how they showed the alien supposed triangle craft on an aircraft carrier? That was so CGI, and it was on this show. So I'm watching this show, and we're going to go to our video analyst, or no, they don't call him video analysts. He calls them forensic videographer. Forensic video analyst is what he called them. So from now on, I am a forensic video analyst. I'm not anything else. I'm not a debunker. I am a forensic video analyst. Why not? Oh, Denbub, yeah, I know you gotta go, man. Thank you for the $7 super chat, hanging out, and yeah, we are. We're keeping the good word, man. Thank you, Denbub. Mucho gusto, generoso. Enjoy that dinner. And by the way, alien bless. Oh, you're heading to the casino. Oh, you son of a beep. Hold on. Let me give you some numbers. I want you to play, if you're going to the casino, play Wheel of Fortune. And also do roulette. If there's a roulette wheel, do 33. I believe it's black. And 0. 33 and 0. Do it. Good luck. I used to have the best time on a roulette wheel. Unbelievable. There was a guy who was my boss, and we would go to the casino during our lunch. It was only 5 minutes up the street from where we worked. He was general manager and I was a manager. And he'd give me $100 and he goes, I'll meet you back here in 30 minutes. I go, what are you doing? He goes, I'm going to go play blackjack. I got to make $1,000. I'm like, what? I go, all right, I'm coming with you. I got to see this. He goes, do what I do. Man, we lost every friggin' hand. I swear to God, that guy's the worst. Every time we went to the casino, he's like, I got it. He's got, one of those gamblers who's always got a sure way to win. Yeah, I realized that the very first time. I'm like, this guy sucks. But he's actually not shitty. He just had bad luck. I was there watching him getting the worst luck on the planet. I mean, he's got 19. The guy throws over, 2 kings. I mean, come on. It's stuff like that. He'd have a 20. The dealer'd get 21. He'd split the aces if you had a pair or whatever, and then they'd both lose. It's like the worst thing you've ever seen. Anyway, I don't know why I went that way, but have a good time, Denbub. Have a good time. So I'm watching this show and I'm yelling at the TV because they go, we're going to go to our video forensic expert, Dan D'Antonio or whatever his name is. And I'm like, all right, let's see what he says. All right, he got it right, I think. Then they go on the next show, they go, we're going to go to our video analyst, our forensic video analyst, and I forget the guy's name, but he's one of the worst you've ever seen. Oh, Jim Delatoso, who, by the way, doesn't bathe. I'm just telling you that. He's one of those hippie kind of guys who doesn't bathe and wears patchouli, thinking that it's covering up the body odor, but it actually enhances it. So he comes on and I think Jim Delatoso has been paid off in the past to say things are UFOs when they're not. And I'm telling you right here, right now, I think Jim Delatoso lied about the Phoenix Lights. He made this program. Supposedly, this program he made is based on light waves. So if a headlight from a car was shining at the camera, it would give a certain kind of wave, right? And then a flashlight, a candle, street lamp, sign, they all have different signatures of light. And he says with this software that the Phoenix Lights had no wavelength, zero light waves. I'm like, dude, that's impossible because we're seeing it. He made the program give the Phoenix Lights no reading at all because he didn't put it in there. Of course they didn't have any readings because you didn't put it in the queue, I don't know, whatever. You didn't put it in there. So when everybody looks at the Phoenix Lights with your program, it's going to show beep, no light wave. How could that be? That's impossible. That's impossible. You can see what a candle looks like, a street light looks like, what a car light looks like, a flashlight looks like, but the Phoenix Lights, beep, there's no reading. Shut off. It's flares. And he said, if these were flares, it would look like the candle. No, it wouldn't. Well, it's burning. God, he's the worst. And everybody just like, oh, what a great program. I can't believe this. Can we buy it? No. Can we use it? No. I need to test some things out. Well, I charge by the hour, $200 an hour. I'm like, Jim Delatoso is a crook. That guy is a stinking, literally a stinking. I was watching the Phoenix Lights movie. I think it was my third or fourth time. And the air conditioning turned on because it was a warm day. It was almost 100 degrees in March at this time. So the air comes on. And people around me are doing this. They're putting popcorn in their nose. I see it. Everybody's talking to each other in the area with popcorn. Oh, you got popcorn in your nose too? Why? Oh, it just smells like shit in here. I wonder why. The only person without popcorn in his nose was Jim Delatoso sitting there going, oh, this is great, isn't it? This is psh, 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 just spewing psh, stink all over us. I felt so dirty that I went to the bathroom and took a shower in the urinal. I did. I used the urinal cake. I rubbed the urinal cake all over me. I even think I rinsed my mouth out with the urinal cake rather than have Jim Delatoso's skin flakes all over my body from not bathing. Do you know what that smell is? Do you know what BO is? It's disgusting. And I know his armpits have to be itching and his crotch area. They must be itching. Oh, I look at this guy and I say, oh my God, just go live with Bigfoot. Just go live with them. No, don't. Bigfoot won't like you either. You smell worse than Bigfoot. The worst smell, I'm telling you, the worst smell I ever smelled on a person ever. Jim Delatoso. I don't care if he hears it. Take a shower. Prick. Smelling up the whole audience. Everybody's passing out in the aisles. People are running out. It's in there. It's in there. It was horrible. We couldn't stop talking about it. It was awful. And then he comes walking up. Hi, everybody. How are you doing? Oh, my God. The mitosis, the bad breath, and horrible teeth. No, it wasn't that bad. I'm joking. But he was pretty stinky. All right. So apparently, somebody sent this to me today. Can't remember who. And I don't know why I'm playing it. But it's Jordan Peterson, Life, death. I'm not playing this. Why would I play this? It's Lex Fridman. They told me to play this. Death. Death. All right. Let's just take a look at... I'm not doing this now. No, I'm not in the mood. All right. Jeremy Corbell. I'm not going to say anything. I'm just going to play it. I'm going to let it present itself to you from the Today Show Australia. We're going to play it. I don't care. In 3. You know when smell is so bad you could taste it? You know that's what it was with Delatoso. It was bad. And I don't care. I've been talking about his body odor for 10 years. It was the worst experience. My eyes have never been the same. My eyes used to be a different color blue. Now they're a little darker. I used to have lighter eyes. It ruined the color of my eyes. I swear it did.
Next week, the eyes of the U.S. Congress.
See, the eyes? What a coincidence. All right. Did you hear the music in the background?
On the skies, they hand down a report on potential.
Why do they have to do that? You know, can you not just be serious, you buffoons? I can't play the music.
Look, while most sightings turn out to be like weather balloons, space junk, or to be explained, beliefs.com. Jeremy Corbell in Los Angeles. Jeremy, good to see you. This is a huge topic. People debate it all the time.
I'm lighting up.
Why do you think there's been an increase, let's say, in sightings in the last year?
Yeah, it is a huge topic, and it should be a huge
That's
topic.
A lie!
Because the sightings have increased
Lie!
in frequency, and this is due to an actual increase of these unidentified
Lie!
flying with impunity within our restricted airspace.
That's a
but
lie!
Also, our technologies are getting better in some of our fighter planes, where we're able to track and verify through multi-platforms that these things are real. UFOs are real. They outpace, outmaneuver, and
That's not a UFO!
So this is a real issue.
I love this story so much. U.S. intelligence agencies are set
That's
to release a report
CGI!
next week about UFO incidents.
Oh, come
What are you
on!
expecting to hear?
Yeah, well, look, fingers crossed that we do get this report next week. It was actually due on Halloween, but that could be internally. They have to put out an unclassified version because the public wants to know. This is a flight safety issue for our aviators, but also this is something that's been with humanity for a long time. So in this report, my highest hopes is there's no more obfuscation and ridicule that...
If I hear that frickin' word obfuscation one more time, I'm going to go to Jeremy Corbell and smack him in the throat. I can't stand him. Jeremy Corbell and his stupid vocabulary. Hold on. No. Because a lot of people don't know what obfuscation means. Watch. Here. Definition. Woke. Being woke. No, that's not it. Sorry, that was something else. The action of making something obscure, unclear, or unintelligible. When confronted with sharp questions, they resort to obfuscation. So they're making things unintelligible. Jeremy Corbell is unintelligible and unclear. Perfect wording. He got it. That's what obfuscation is. It's when you're unclear. All right, I'll bring it back a few seconds. I know you don't want to miss a word of genius here.
For a long time. So in this report, my highest hopes is there's no more obfuscation and ridicule that really kills the scientific study of what is a very real phenomenon, which is UFOs.
Yeah, right.
Oh.
So there's greater calls for transparency, like you're saying, for UFOs or UAPs, as now they like to be called. I mean, it should just be on the public record, shouldn't it?
And that's exactly what people are doing. And you're right. There is a call for transparency that is beyond anything that I have seen in my generation.
Look at all of this stuff, man. These are Flares.
And in my lifetime, people want
Flares.
to know the truth. They have a duty.
CGI.
In my eyes, to find
That's
out the truth.
CGI.
This is a global phenomenon. I get emails from Australia every day with videos. This is
Dot,
something
more
that the
dots.
public is curious about, rightfully
Dots.
so. It's a vast universe.
Jeremy,
what we're seeing is not our technology.
Have you seen?
How can he say that? You can't say that, bro. Jeremy Corbell is a salesman, and not a very good one. He's the typical used car salesman who, you know, he's got a basket full of eggs and no yolks. Seriously, they're all fake eggs. He is lying. He doesn't know what he's saying. And you can't say something you can't prove or have evidence. He doesn't have any evidence of anything that is clearly showing transmedium craft going into water. I'm talking, I want to see a craft go into the water, not skim and just happen to be by the waves so it looks like it's going in water. No, I want it to go nosediving, and then I want it to come out. That is proof, not this little, well, we got to barely touch the water. Fuck that shit. No, I want real evidence. This guy's lying. Never believe a word Jeremy Corbell says. Swear to God, this guy's lying when he's talking. Lips moving, lying. Look at this shit. This isn't, I mean, we got airplanes. We got floating flare balloon things. What is it? What is it? Airplanes here?
Seen anything, or have you?
Oh, they got blinking lights. I don't know what it is. It must be something from another world going 100 miles an hour and barely turning. Oh God, why do we?
Through this, your website and your discussions with lots of people, have you seen something that has absolutely, without a shadow of a doubt, convinced you?
Of course.
Yeah, it's a cumulative effect of evidence, but certainly as you...
Did you... Oh, so he just lied. He said, yes, it's an accumulative amount of evidence. That's a lie.
It's a cumulative effect of evidence, but certainly...
First of all, I want to look at his lying.
Have you seen something that is
Watch. When he answers, let's see how his face goes. Have you ever seen absolution?
absolutely, without a shadow of a doubt, convinced you?
Yeah, it's a cumulative.
Did you see it? The quick blink looking there. He's gotten good at lying, but he can never control the eyebrows.
Effect of evidence, but certainly, as you see from what I've been able to obtain,
wow, is
release, which is confirmed military footage of UFOs from multi-system platforms.
This is, you know, when he's squinting the way he is and thinking about, he's thinking about what he has to say. He's memorized this. This is not factual, what he's saying. And this is the type of face that comes with that. It's true. The thinking face is what they call it. Thinking, looking for the answers, remembering what you have to say. It's usually what happens when you make those kind of faces.
You see from what I've been able to obtain and release, which is confirmed.
Obtained and released. That is bullshit. There it is.
What I've been able to obtain.
See?
And release, which is confirmed military footage of UFOs from.
That left eye just, man, he just is trying to remember. Look at that eye. Boy, oh boy, the left eye again.
Of UFOs
if we're not mirrored. Is it mirrored?
That was something that I put out with my mentor in journalism, George Knapp. Imagine what I can't put out.
With my friend and hoaxer, George Knapp.
Convinced me there's a true mystery here, and there is a physical aspect to it.
Yeah, thanks for showing CGI.
I don't have the luxury of disbelief.
Now, you know, I hope the haters go after the Today Extra show for posting all these fakes, you know? I hope they go after them and Corbell.
So, you know, for a long time, people would have
thought it wouldn't be
this
fair.
Sort of reporting or this sort of investigating was just a bit kooky or a bit of a conspiracy theory. And now these sorts of reports, they sort of vindicate what you're talking about. How does that make you feel?
Right. So the climate has...
How does that make you feel? Right. How does that make you feel? Right. Like he doesn't even listen to what she asked. He's not even answering. What a dick. And by the way, it is confirmed. Jeremy Corbell is a true asshole in real life. I never met the guy, but I have now talked to 6 people. 7 that have personal experiences with this prick.
Does that make you feel?
Right. So the climate has changed in this world when it comes to this topic. I think we've sobered up. We're looking at this now.
She didn't ask you if we've sobered up. She asked you a question. Right. God, I hate this guy.
Was just a bit kooky or a bit of a conspiracy theory. And now these sorts of reports, they sort of vindicate what you're talking about. How does that make you feel?
Right. So the climate has changed.
Right. Piss off while I'm talking here. It's my show now.
In this world when it comes to this topic, I think we've sobered up. We're looking at this now through the eyes of this is actually being picked up with our radar systems by our pilots, by credible people. Sure, there's a sense of vindication for people that have been into this, but much more importantly, we are now facing reality and we're saying who?
Oh my God. Oh my God. I just realized something. Oh my God, I can't believe this. Did you know? Oh my God, this is unbelievable. Oh no. Jeremy Corbell and UFO Jesus talk exactly the same. Jeremy Corbell's a little smoother, but I'm going to play a little bit of UFO Jesus from earlier today or yesterday. I honestly, after 2 minutes of listening to UFO Jesus, I realized something that he does after 2 minutes of listening to himself. UFO Jesus starts to slow down the longer the video goes. It was so painful. I've got to play it for you right after this. I've got to. I'll pull it up so I don't forget. It's painful to watch. That's why we watch it. Look, if I wasn't talking about this, some of you may have not even seen it. Some of you would have, right? But you'll be thinking, oh, wow, this is very interesting. Jeremy Corbell's on in Australia. Wow, this is great. Without thinking of what's really going on here. It is Jeremy Corbell overstepping his welcome by not answering the question right away, going on this long journey just to get to where he wants to take us. I see the answer came. It came. But by the time you get there, you forgot what she asked. And it's just not a proper way to speak to people. It really isn't. He's really all about theatrics. He's all about looking good. He's all about sounding confident in what he says. And anytime people do this, what I know is that they're profoundly or they're constantly. Anytime they do that, don't trust somebody who goes, God. Jeremy Corbell does that. We have got to obfuscate. No, he does it, though. He does it. All right. Let's watch her finish up here. She's going to finish up.
Who are operating these craft? Where do they come from? And what do they want?
He's been saying the same thing, right? For 3 years straight. He's been saying it. Since Lou came around. That's all he's been saying. 5 years. 5 years. That's all he's been saying. We have not moved an inch forward. You're going to say we have in ufology, but we really haven't. We haven't. Yeah, whistleblowers can come out, maybe. Maybe not. You know, we're not going to know if they're going to get whacked for talking. We'll never know. We'll never know. He died of a heart attack 2 weeks after he gave that report on his own UFO sighting. How old was he? 86. He was about to die anyway. Nobody's going to care. Right? Whistleblowers are still going to get whacked. Well, fools like Jeremy Corbell we'll still be making shitty documentaries and everything else.
I often feel like, you know, especially leaders who probably have access to this information, like apparently Obama had access to this information, or Trump, or Joe Biden, they never say anything, and I don't know why they're not saying anything, or they're just going, guys, it's fine, it's just a few things.
Especially Trump. Like, he said everything else.
I know, he said literally everything else. So are we going to get any closer to confirmation, possibly? I mean, next week is midterms over there, so it might be pushed again, but are we getting any closer to actually finding extraterrestrial life?
Stupid.
So I don't know that UFOs necessarily represent extraterrestrial life. It might be stranger than that. We might be dealing with a natural phenomenon that's been here longer than us. There does seem to be craft, though, and those craft need to be occupied or driven by an intelligence, biological or not. So look, this is the big mystery. This is what we need to find out. It would be a great waste of space if there weren't other beings. But the real question is not, are there aliens or this sort of thing? The real question is, who's visiting here?
What?
Did you see what he did at the end? Look at his hands. This guy just gave a sermon the last 12, 15 seconds. Listen to his sermon. He said it well, though. He said it well. Listen.
It's not, are there aliens or this sort of thing? The real question is, who's visiting here?
What do you think?
Who's visiting here? Dramatic pause, lower hand slowly. Don't blink, smile.
You know, I'm going to suspend my judgment until we can get a large...
Crazy Eyes Corbell. Crazy Eyes Corbell. Look at him. Look at this guy. I mean, is that a guy? He reminds me of the guy, COVID, a few years ago during a presidential campaign or whatever. And he goes, we're going to go to Philadelphia. We're going to go to Washington. Ha! Remember that guy? And then he got canned. Nobody liked him anymore after he went nuts. That's Corbell. Corbell's that guy. Yeah. You'd think it would be me, but it isn't. Imagine how much tail he pulls in and which side. Ah, moonlight. $2.13 of pure bliss. I imagine. Huh? And which side? I just realized that. No? Thank you again for the $2.13 super thoughtful chat. Who's this guy? Hey, Wayne, what's up? Johnny, Southside. What do you say, Wayne? Hey, Brian, how you doing, huh? Hey, Shadi Panoran, how you doing? What's going on, Wayne? Just messing with you. What's up, man? How you doing, huh? You enjoying your November already? All right, good to hear. That's how Corbell talks to people. Hey, how are you doing today? That's great. Me too. I got something I want to talk to you about. I know, I heard, but listen to me. That's Corbell. Me. Oh, and you. I got a message. Uh-oh. Oh, no. A breakthrough study has shown that this odd plant heals blood sugar at the source. Yeah. And you got to watch a 30-minute video, and then they say, buy this for $45.99. Undeniable proof of ancient aliens visiting Earth. Been waiting for this moment all my life. This is a part of ufology that I don't joke around with. Let's take a look. I'm serious now. Come on. Come on. I want to thank Mike for sending me this video. Mike J in the house. This is from ZOHAR, Stargate Ancient Discoveries. A great channel, by the way, if you haven't watched it. They're talking about the petroglyphs in this portion of the video right in the beginning, the first minute. And in Arizona, we have these right inside this, well, inside the city. In Phoenix, Arizona, you could walk. They have mountains that outline, that's why it's a valley. There's mountains that kind of encompass Phoenix, Paradise Valley. There's mountains inside that create like Paradise Valley because it's really lush with a lot of greenery, desert greenery, and houses built on mountains. It's extremely popular place to visit, and multi-millionaires live there. Then you get on the outside and you got the other mountains that encompass the actual Paradise Valley and the valley itself. But throughout Phoenix, there's hills that are peppered throughout. And some of these hills are bigger than other. I have one that was right by my house where I lived. They called it a mountain, but it was more like a big hill. It's 500 feet. But it wasn't wide. I was just like, it looked like somebody took dirt and just put it there. And that's how the spy couple watched me from that location there. But hills like that are everywhere. And in a lot of these hills, there's ceremonial things, like from the Indians that used to live in the valley 1,000 years ago, whenever. And you can see these petroglyphs that are carved in the rocks. They're carved on the walls everywhere. I mean, undiscovered and undocumented stuff people find all the time. They just hope that when you find it, you give it to the city and let them know about it so they can do what they need to do, go look for artifacts whenever they have time. I know that they never did it in the 3 years where me and this guy, Rob, came across one of those sacrificial areas. I mean, there was the thing sitting there. The altar was still there and all this stuff. And then there were petroglyphs over there. He took all these pictures. We both did. He took pictures and he sent it in. I don't know where he sent it, but it had to do with preservation of, history, shit like that. Well, for 3 years, nothing happened. So, and then I never went back to check because I wasn't friends with Rob anymore after I found out he was trying to hoax stuff and wound up hoaxing one of the biggest sightings that people think ever. MUFON gave it UFO sighting of the year, and it was 2 cars on a mountain during a dust storm. It was just so dusty, you could only see the car lights. And Rob was a video dude, and he made it look really pretty. I was there. He called me. He goes, "You got to come over to my house. I'm recording something." And I said, "That's cars on a mountain." God. And he's like, "I know, but it looks real, right?" I go, "Why'd you tell me to go out of my way to come here?" "I wanted to see if you could tell." Oh, well, I could tell. But I love petroglyphs because nobody knows what they mean, right? They only assume that these Indians were dreaming or hallucinating, that they were seeing these things in their mind's eye, not in their reality, whatever. All right, I said way too much.
American Southwest. According to the Indian folklore, 2 objects apparently collided in the sky, high up, and apparently one of them crash landed in the region of Death Valley. Some people apparently arrived, presumably another ship, and spent some time apparently repairing the damaged craft before leaving. Now, these 2 images possibly depict the ship that was left on the ground and was repaired and then eventually moved off. And of course, the same story is taught throughout the practice and workings of ancient American artwork. These fascinating stories are linked to other similar stories throughout the whole world. This is a very interesting picture. This artist, this reproduction of a relief found.
Look at this. Just look at it before you hear what he says. What the hell is going on up here? Are you kidding me? They've got blow darts? Is that what that is? A blow dart? Is that a gun? They're flying. What the? This is an artistic reproduction of a relief found on the island Jotu in the Tokting Lake, discovered in 57. They found various reliefs showing humans in strange clothes, which look like astronaut suits, with hose-like objects attached to the clothes. Whoa, that's crazy. I don't see it, though. I don't see that, do you? I know they're wearing interesting clothing, but it doesn't look like a spacesuit to me. Oh, I see. Here. Okay, they got the circle around the head. Okay, let's play.
Found on the island of Jotoa. It was discovered in 1957. They found various pictures like this with what
I already read that.
People speculated it's some type of halo with some religious connotation. Also, what's interesting is that they're holding some type of devices. Well, one of them actually looks to be like a gun, as if someone, as if the figure's got the finger on the trigger.
It does. How is that possible? How?
Very, very fascinating. Other petroglyphs. This one, Tasmania. Both estimated to be around 29,000 years old.
Oh my God.
Several dish-shaped objects.
Are you kidding me? 30,000 years old. Look at what they're depicting. Look, it's going sideways, right? The ship is tilted sideways. And it's going down like that. Sideways. Wow, this one too, even a little sideways going down. That is a really specific depiction. Whoa.
Noticed it also.
Oh my God, look at this. Oh, this is so wild. I've never seen this before. Look at these. Wow, man. This image below is from France. The cave of Peshmerel, dated 15,000 BC. The scene depicts a landscape with a number of saucer shape. These are from Tanzania up here. 30,000 years. Oh man, this is crazy.
Entity looking down from inside some sort of box or object, as you can see on the bottom slide.
Oh yeah.
The images.
Oh wow. Look at that. This alien or creature, whatever, is looking down. It looks like it's in a box and it comes out. And then this looks like deer, but it makes you wonder if it's cow. No, you'd think they would draw cows better. This is interesting though. Look at this one here. Something is happening with this animal. It looks like it's emanating. Oh my God, it's Jim Delatoso. It's his body odor. He's slinging body odor at the aliens. Run, aliens, run. Oh my God, this is crazy. All right. I knew that body odor came from another world. It sure smelled like it. Good.
Hello. This one is from France, the bottom right one, the cave of Petroglyphs.
Oh, by the way, these are 100% legit. This guy here wouldn't be talking about it if it wasn't.
15,000 BC. The scene depicts a landscape which obviously has a number of, again, saucer-shaped objects on them. As for what these depict, two beings in what seems to be like protective suits holding strange implements. And again, this helmet or halo around their heads. Religious connotation or something a little bit more profound. The image to the bottom left looks something like it's come straight out of a 70s sci-fi movie. Again, some...
That's unbelievable. Look at that. You know what I mean? I'm not sure if these people back then, 30,000 years ago, 6,000 years ago, 10,000, 15,000 years ago, I'm not 100% positive because I'm not one of these archaeologists or petroglyphians or whatever you call these experts here. But this guy would not be talking about it if it wasn't real. So I know I was thinking the same thing. They look like a kid drew it, but think about it. They're using rocks or maybe some form of a rock that's like chalk, and they're digging into walls and making some pretty darn good depictions of what they apparently saw. If you look at this picture, there's a saucer in the sky over here. Right here, see it? And then you got something over here, looks like maybe a UFO. And then you got an alien. It looks like this could be footsteps or maybe, I don't know. But Jesus, man, that looks pretty freaking scary. It looks like it's wearing a skull cap of some kind. Are we seeing the back side of it or the front? I don't know.
Strange creature.
Let's move up a little bit.
Jesus is a pair of, well, jets and...
Man, there's so much in this video, and it's 1 hour long. We'll just play a few more things, and I'm going to skip through it just to see what the pictures are.
Light down upon them. And it is not the first time we've heard things such as UFOs shining beams of light down to the ground. Down on the bottom, we can see the crucifixion, which was painted in 1350. It's from Yugoslavia. And on either side of Jesus is a pair of, well, Jetson light sky cars. That's the only thing I can explain. One chasing the other. The pilots apparently working some type of controls. What are these representing? What type of vehicles could these possibly have been?
You know who that is? In 30 years? Lee from Must See Audio. That's him in 30 years. 20 years, 25, 8, 5, tomorrow. All right, let's jump along here. Hey, Paula Fowles became a YouTube member to goof on. Thank you, Paula. Paula Faust, everybody. Yeah. God. I keep shorting out this week, right? I shorted out yesterday, too. Yeah, it's embarrassing. I go back and I see myself powering down, and I'm like, I didn't even know what happened at the time, you know. But this time I did. I didn't power all the way out. Paula Faust, thank you for becoming a Goof On member. You've always been supportive of the show, and we appreciate that. Like you wouldn't believe. Thank you. Mucho gusto, Janet Oso. That's right. You can help support Goof On. We are supported by you, the viewer. You know what to do. Let's take a look at some pictures. Thanks, Paula. Paula Petrolunga. Hey, what's up, Part-Time Pete? DB Cooper's here. Go up, chat. Did I miss something? Did I miss something? No, I got everything. You guys are talking up a storm today. Jiminy Glick. Terry Marwood, hi. Yeah, okay, we're up to date. I didn't miss anything. Alien Girl's here. Hey, Alien Girl. 1. Uno. 1. How you doing? We're looking at the most incredible UFO evidence ever ignored, but not really. Giddy up. Look at this stuff. The Rendlesham. Oh, this is Rendlesham. Yeah. I don't care about that right now. Let's look at more. The Madonna. Yeah, remember the Madonna? With St. Giovannino, painted in the 15th century. A man could be seen looking at a UFO in the sky, along with his dog, right here. UFO taken in Oklahoma in 1974. It looks just like a dis. And you see this right here? Do you know what this is? Nobody knows what this is. Behind Madonna. That's the finger of God pointing at the UFO. You could even see his fingernail right here. Right here. That's the finger of God. Isn't that amazing? Yeah. It's God pointing at the UFOs saying, this is where you live. This is who you really are. They're Easter eggs. They gave us Easter eggs back then. Before Light and Magic did Easter eggs. Easter eggs were done by Michael Giannini and Federici Palvavucci and Da Vinci.
In this painting, clues and things. Much activity is going on in this painting, as you can see. Besides people pointing out, it's filled with cryptic symbolism. The meaning is lost in modern researchers, but nevertheless, depicting a UFO in the sky, firing again a pencil beam light down to...
I can't get enough of this. This is my... Look, it hits her right in the noggin. Doesn't it? Look at that. They did a pretty good job. Let me see if that follows. He almost got it 100% right. But it hits her right in the head, impregnates her, and then she spits out a baby Jesus. 6 months, 9 months later, 6 months. Yeah, it was. There he is. Look at that prick. No, it's not. Madonna Come Bambino, Madonna with the Baby by Carlo Crivelli. Pinocotica di Agnonia. Virgin Mary with Jesus. On the back we see several aeroplanes like figures on the sky. Painted in 1480. Thanks, Tony Soprano. They don't mention it. Just give me some gabagool. Look at this. These are aeroplanes. Aeroplanes? What do you sound like a third grader? Airplanes. There you go, you snaphead. Look at that. It is. And look at this. You see this? Yeah, those are her plums. Those are peaches? Oh, I thought they were plums. Look at the baby. Baby's looking up at the mother. Mother looking at baby. Baby going, what do you want from me? That baby looks 60. That baby looks like he's 60 years old. He came out an infant man. Yes, it's infant man. He cries like a baby, but yells like a man. It's infant man. I want to see baby man. Baby man would be cool. Don't say it. Do not say it. That is not true, and I'm not repeating that. That is not true. All right, Sputnik. Look at this. It looks just like Sputnik. Isn't that amazing? Isn't that amazing? Now, that time it was science following art. All right, let's jump forward a little bit. There's so much to go through. I am going to spend the rest of the show doing this. This is great. Some of these I've never seen. Look at this picture right here. You got some guy up in the clouds going, hey, over here. You see that? See him? This guy's looking up at him and going, God? He's like, hey, one of your sheep got lost. It's over there around the crook. Look at this bastard right here. Look at that scary little bastard right down there with that pointy-ass nose.
Shepherd. And again, the artist is made a distinct point of making sure that...
Well, who's this? Tiny Tim playing the ukulele over here?
You recognize that he's actually looking up in the sky at this thing, shielding his eyes from the sun in the 1300s.
This is what I captured. The football. Remember, I showed you the Golden Boys, the football? That's exactly what it looked like. I'm freaking out right now. I'm literally... I don't even know what to say. This is amazing. Hold on. I think I even have the video right here. I do. Check it out. I've got the video ready. Already. Check it out. You remember what you just saw. There won't be any sound, but watch. There it is. I told you. I captured the same thing. You're going to tell me that's not it? Look, you can even see the ridges, just like in the thing. It's the same thing. When I looked through the binoculars, this thing did not look like balloons. That's what bothers me. That's why I keep it here. Even though it opens up, it and spills out. Watch. So now it's going to open up. You can't see any other balloons, but watch what happens. There, football, right? Looks very similar. God, I love this. There it goes. Boom. And it opens up for some reason. It looks like it opens up and then it closes back up. Boop. You know what I mean? That's a good video, actually. I can't believe it looks just like what they drew, and I have it on video. Oh, yeah, you can say it's balloons, because I say it is, but it looked just like this, didn't it? You saw it. You just saw it. It looked just like it. All right. I love these. That's why ufology is so important. Excuse me. That's why UFO evidence is so important. You never know when you're going to see it again. So here I am since 2005 holding on to that footage and have yet to find anything like it. Yeah, there have been similar things. And then here I am in this video just haphazardly pressing buttons and I see something wickedly close to what I captured on video. And why it sits there like a football, it sits there, right? And then all of a sudden it looks like it does this. It opens up, shit pops out, says, hey, I'm bright. And then it goes back in and it's this again. How do balloons do that? You know, I've been thinking about that for a long time. How do balloons do what that just did? You see them sitting there. And then out of nowhere, it just decides to show us some white dots and then it goes back to normal. It's really strange. I'm telling you. It's strange. It shouldn't be like that. It shouldn't be allowed. You know what I mean? It shouldn't be allowed. See? Why isn't it opening up? Where are all the balloons? If there were balloons flying around behind it, you'd see it. And it looks like it opens up, see? And then it's going to close back up again. Boop. Isn't that bizarre? No, it's normal. Anybody can show me a balloon video that does that. You know, let me know because I just can't. I can't live without knowing the answer. It is so bizarre. It goes from this. Here they come. You can see them starting to come out. Right? It looks like there's 3 dots. It looks like it's cracked open right there. Right? Isn't that weird? Now they're going to go back inside. And boop. That's it. And I freaked out. I remember like, whoa, what the hell did just happen? And I went to get I think I got the tripod right after. That was a pretty good sighting that day. Good times. Good times. All right. I want to finish up this video. I know it's a weird one, right? That's what I'm trying to tell you guys. Has anybody seen that before? Anybody ever seen a balloon do that? It's what? You guys kind of like what? Kind of looks like a bald eagle, not focus. Like a bald eagle. You mean the bird? It's weird. How come they got high resolution pics in the past? But all we see these days is blurry lights. I'll tell you why. You want to know why? Because cameras have gotten so good that all that stuff we saw in the back in the day is debunked as soon as you're recording it now. You can see so much better than you could in the past. But you're right. There's some good stuff out there in the past. I like my stuff. I can't wait to put it up. And I know I'm so mad. I should have got my thing today and it didn't come. I walked to the mailbox twice, but it's not out there. All right. I'm going to get back. That's no balloon. That's a space station. How do you say your name? Let's see. Denexidus? Or is it Nexidus? And the D and the D is silent? I think it's Denexidus. Denexidus? Hey, Jackie Radford, welcome to the show. Hey, Nick Ann, how you doing? Danny Sheehan here. Good to see you. Lou Elizondo's constitutional lawyer and Dr. Stephen Greer's lawyer for constitutional shit as well. Let's finish this up. Here's some good ones.
Certainly something you wouldn't imagine to appear in a painting from 776. Similar incidents were given in the sieges that Alexander had, Alexander the Great. And apparently when he was trying to siege one particular city, flaming shields again appeared in the sky, according to scriptures.
That's crazy.
The Academy of Florence, painted in 1460. The close-up to the right shows the reddish classic saucer-shaped UFO. And what's really interesting is that it seems that the painter has purposely done it in such a way that it looks like the object's actually moving. Again, a very old drawing to the right from 1762 showing a dish-shaped UFO.
That's insane. These are incredible. Mike Johnson, thank you for sending me this video today. I'm sorry, David Wilcox sent this video to me. Mike Johnson sent me another one. David, thank you very much for sending me this video. David, are you here? David, are you here? I wanted to let you know that it's you, and I'm sorry if I said the wrong name. Damn it. But I've never seen some of these. This is incredible stuff. Let's continue.
UFO seen in the sky. And again, a type style UFO.
Wow. I've seen this one before. I just forgot about it. Look at this. They're in the background up here in the top. Is this amazing or what? Whoa. Hey, Mr. DV Cooper, don't ever disrespect me thinking you understand ufology from YouTube and Twitter. You hear? Don't ever disrespect me by thinking you understand ufology from YouTube and Twitter. You hear? Great show, Rich. Thank you, Mr. DV Cooper. I love it. I believe that is a $25, 250 pesos. That's a cool one, man. I like seeing those numbers. It's a psychological uplift. Thank you very much, Mr. DB Cooper. Again, a continuing supporter of Goof On and a friend of the show. All right, here we go. See, I've seen these before. These are cool, these coins. A coin from 1680 showing some sort of aerial blimp. 1681, a medal commemorating a UFO sighting in Renaissance, France. It's pretty wild. Look at this at the other side of it. Look at this. I did a story on this. We did a show on this. Japan, 1803. That was a cool sighting. This thing was alive. Yeah. And then they used it as a walk. I'm joking. Stupid. Sometimes I make myself laugh. Okay. Now, I've never seen the one on the left. Let's hear what he has to say.
This particular object hung in the sky for hours, and it was said to have descended to the ground. Nobody actually came out of the vehicle, and it stayed there for a short time before lifting off silently and moving away. And it's depicted in this 13th century painting from Turkey. To the right, you can see a recent discovery from the 14th century, a painting that was discovered in a church in Israel. Now, what's interesting about this one, it seems to show this stereotypical UFO, which has been seen similar to those depicted on coins and medals, as we've previously seen. And we can see the similarities between those that have appeared on coins and this particular painting.
It's pretty amazing, isn't it? I'm going to fly through some of these because I'm not even halfway through. What? Let me open this up a little. This is crazy. Look at them up here. Whoops. Come on, arrow.
Light.
Sometimes the arrow doesn't show up on the screen, so I have to press it on the screen. Click it. Oh, this is amazing. Truly, truly, truly amazing. Look at all of this. Good Lord. The hieroglyphs, remember these? Luke Skywalker, the helicopter, submarine, spaceship, UFO. Are we looking at a plane, a helicopter, a tank? What objects are being depicted here? Pretty amazing. I love this one. This little figurine and some stone carvings. Yeah, that's the Pakal. The, I believe it's the Earth God. Pakal, oh, it's the something of the deep, right? Isn't he the Lord of the Deep? Lord Pakal? I can't remember. What? All right, I've never seen this before. The carved figures of the Dogon Indians and carved artifacts that look like astronauts. No shit. Look at this. Are you kidding me? Come on. Are you going to tell me right now we don't live with aliens right here in this world? All right. I'm not going to say it either. But Jesus, man. Come on. This isn't fair. It's just not fair. I want to know the truth. And of course, the infamous bird, which, by the way, is perfectly made, perfect design.
And in fact, the argument went so far that somebody actually designed an actual aircraft under its same specification.
Well, I tell you what, there's so much here. I'm going to put the link, like I always do, into the show's description so you can watch the second half on your own accord. There's so many here. I'm just going to flip through these. This is amazing. Whoever put this together did a wonderful job. This was through, ZOHAR, STARGATE, Ancient Discoveries. Yeah, of course. I think I'm subscribed. Yep, subscribe with the bell lit up. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Goof On. If you're new here, never been here before, or, you help the algorithm, just subscribe. Look at these UFO photographs throughout the 60s and 80s. Here's what I like. All right, first of all, I saw something bullshittery. Let's let it play.
In the sky.
This is bullshit. Bullshit. These are airplanes. These are not ghost rockets. Sorry. It's not. It's not. You know what this is, right? It's the contrails up in very high altitude. That's all. I have tons of these. Tons of videos like that. It's not UFO. Sorry.
The tail behind them. This particular photograph was taken in the 1960s, shows one such ghost rocket. Now, these were thought to be...
Ghost rocket. Oh, ghost rocket. You know who might like those? Into Thin Air. I'm going to pick one more here. Yeah, let's see if we can be wowed one more time. I have been wowed a lot today by this video alone. Oh my God, what's this? I'm not going there. Look, it shows all of the shapes, I believe.
Across the skies in this moment in time may actually very...
Hey, look, you can see the next screen in his glasses. It's coming up. Watch.
It's probably very, very difficult to...
You can see it in his glasses. Watch. It's blue and white. Come on.
But where are we now?
Come on.
But, you know, as from this diagram, we can
Whatever. All right. These are all, this is the future, the present. First flown in 1991. That was 31 years ago. The Gulf War. I was dating a girl named Christy, and she had a twin sister named Susie. They looked alike, but they were supposed to be identical, but they weren't. Yeah, it was weird. They definitely looked different, but they were twins. One was 2 minutes older than the other. It's weird how that happened. All right. Now, Into Thin Air put a new video out. And, you know, we try to collaborate with Into Thin Air and other channels out there like John Ward and some others. Nathan, maybe. Nathan, you got a show tonight? I hope. Nathan at Nathan Allen. You can always put your link in the chat. All right, I am pulling up this video because, well, there was an 6.0 earthquake. I'll let him tell you about it. Into Thin Air reporting. Wait a second. I just pulled the show over there. How weird am I? What did I do wrong? Oh, Into Thin Air. Where'd you go? Oh, here you are. Oh, I already had it ready already. Oh, all right. Wait. Okay, here we go. What's that? Hold on. Somebody said check your messages. Oh, shit. Wow. Oh. Really? Bro. Hold on. Let me just pull this up and get it ready. Yeah, I want to thank David Wilcox for the I don't know. Thank you very much. He sent $30 on PayPal. You know, we broke 150 since then. He says you broke 120, so here's the 30 anyway. Thank you very much, David. Seriously, bro. Thank you for everything and all you do. You're a good friend of the show. Mucho gusto generoso. All right, it's time for our Into Thin Air report with Into Thin Air. In 3, 2. It's only 3 minutes.
All right, well, welcome back, everybody. It is November 2nd. Yes, it is no longer October. Crazy to even think about, but what's even crazier to think about right now is the fact that we just had a 6.0 earthquake off the coast of the western U.S. Yes, it was about 700 miles off the coast, so we're basically splitting the difference between Hawaii and the west coast of the U.S., but you do not see this every day. In fact, I have 30 days all magnitudes marked here on the USGS, and you see nothing even close to a size of that earthquake in this area of the world. All right, so let's take a look at this thing. Again, please excuse my voice. I'm still healing. We're getting there. Don't worry about it. We're going to be fine. So this was 10 hours ago that we had an original 6.1 registered, and now they're calling it a 5.7. Totally normal for them to downgrade these earthquakes, but there has not been an earthquake in this part of the world, and I can't tell you how long. In fact, let's go to 30 days on this chart too. We'll zoom out a little bit, and absolutely nothing. This is way too close for comfort, my friends. This is a very large earthquake in the North Pacific Ocean off the coast of the west coast of the United States. Also pushing towards that eastern coast of Hawaii. I'm sure there's going to be a lot of earthquake people out there trying to dissect what is going on here, why this happened. But nonetheless, this took place, and this really happened, and it was 10 hours ago. If we go to the detailed information on volcanodiscovery.com, we could see very strong 6.0 magnitude North Pacific Ocean. on November 1st, 2022. We've got about 25 people who have called in reporting that they felt this earthquake. Obviously, that makes sense because there's not much land out there. I mean, I'm sure this thing was felt on the western coast of California, being that it was a 6.0, just about 700 miles off the coast, so it does make sense. But my friends, we have not seen something like this in a long time. I did a little bit of measurements here, so we're about 723 miles from the epicenter of this earthquake. And just remember, we've been warning about a Bay Area earthquake. After that 5.4 took place near one of the major fault zones that connects to the Hayward fault zone. And now we're looking at a 6.0 about 700 miles off the coast of Western California. My friends, I don't know, but we're going to keep an eye on this one. Sorry for the short video. Got to rest the voice, but I wanted to get this information out to you. Any questions or concerns, please leave down below. Shout out to Canada. I'll see you all in the next video. Take care.
Into thin air, throwing down some serious earthquake news. Look, I tell you, with all the activity that's going on with the sun, there's been several mass corona ejections. Is that how you say it? That were in our direction. Not only that, coupled with the big asteroid they found that's heading towards Earth that just appeared out from the sun's bright core. Doomsday is upon us. Wouldn't that be weird that they do the DART experiment a month ago to see if they could push an asteroid off its course, and they're saying that those reports aren't accurate now. They're saying they're redoing them to make sure it even moved. But it also caused something else to happen to that asteroid. Well, when they smashed into it, it created this big dust cloud that is now, 10 kilometers long? I don't know. But now it's pouring out all this stuff from it. Like it's like an hourglass. I guess what happened, they punctured it and it's getting closer to the sun, so it's heating up and it's starting to spew its interior maybe. I don't know. But it is weird. It is strange. A couple more things I want to go over. We started late today, so 20 minutes late. So, interesting news came out about Arecibo. Remember Arecibo? The world's largest land-based telescope collapsed last year? 2 years ago, 2020. Well, it offers a near-Earth asteroid warning from beyond the grave. After collapsing into pieces in December of 2020, it had a final parting gift to send us. And it's a doozy. According to the article, it says that it's a doozy. Using data collected by Arecibo between 2017 December and December 2019, scientists have released the largest radar-based report on near-Earth asteroids ever published. The report, published September 22nd in the Planetary Science Journal, includes detailed observations of 191 near-Earth asteroids, including 70 that are deemed potentially hazardous. That is, large asteroids with orbits that bring them to within 4.65 million miles of Earth, or 20 times the average distance from the Earth to the moon. Fortunately, none of these newly described asteroids pose an immediate threat to Earth. According to NASA, our planet is safe from deadly asteroid impacts for the next 100 years, they say. However, scientists still pay close attention to near-Earth objects like these in case their trajectories happen to shift by some fluke of nature, say a bump from another asteroid, thereby putting them on collision course with Earth. The new report also flagged several asteroids deemed worthy of future study. Big deal. Big deal. So where's this big deal? Let's see. Research still has a team noted, so the world's dead tell me still have grips. They don't tell you anything. It says researchers are still analyzing a backlog of data from Arecibo. It will still offer us gifts from beyond the grave in years to... Why do they waste our time? What a clickbait title that was, and I fell for it. It's not right. It's not right. It's wrong, I tell you. It's wrong. Collision free for 100 years. Yeah, it's like saying we've had no accidents in 211 days. Right? How about Jeremy Corbell, though? You know, this whole entire UFO week that's supposed to be, we're supposed to have this report come out. And there's going to be a lot of things in there that we know about because this is all unclassified information. There's nothing new coming out. So what you're going to see, and I think it's going to come out Friday, if not tomorrow. It would have to be. I just realized that. It's going to be a nothing burger. But we're going to talk about it for a week. I'm not. Remember, wait, hold on. Check this out. I talked about this yesterday and I found it by just chance today. This article that people are writing a complaint about the congressional hearings. Check this out. This comes from congressional hearings on UAPs. This is what they said. This is actually a handle, a Twitter channel. Congressional hearings on UAPs. We have to follow that. We have logged a massive complaint with the New York Times about the biased Julianne Barnes article that considers the psychological manipulation of data by operators with the Department of Defense. What? Even email a complaint to the New York Times about the article. Are you serious? The article that considers the psychological manipulation of data? Let's think about this. Psychological manipulation of data. Psychological doesn't mean it's real. So the unreal data is being manipulated, psychologically speaking, to trick us to where I say what I've been saying recently is that I think all of ufology by the government is a psyop. And that's it. Not by us. Not by the civilians. We're doing the right thing as best we can with the tools God gave us. This isn't something, people think it's easy to come into this field and you can just pick up where I left off and act like you know what the hell's going on. It's impossible. That's why Lou Elizondo got into so much trouble. He thought he knew what he was doing after only a few short months with the public. Remember, he was with TTSA for those first 4 years, right? Once he left TTSA, it was like a bull in a china shop. He didn't know what to do, where to go, and how to do it. He just said what he said, and, well, people are going to love me no matter where I go. Wrongo, Boohoo Louie. Wrongo. Always had our eye on you. I always had my eye on you. We all did. And we all saw the manipulation. The manipulation? Yeah, the manipulation and the manipulation. Why not? The manipulation. Yeah, I know. I'm preaching to the choir. Hey, no Gigi tonight. I think she took the night off. That's a shame. She's not blocked. Yeah, I thought maybe we'd see her tonight come in with her wisdom and charm. Let's see. Alien civilizations are everywhere. Andre Kaparthy on Lex Fridman says. And it's not Lex Fridman. Can we just get that correct from here on out? And I'll show you why. Okay, I'll show you why. Hold on. Look at how he spells his name. Lex Fridman. And I think he calls himself Lex Fridman.
How many intelligent alien civilizations do you think are out there? And is their intelligence different or similar to ours?
Yeah. I've been preoccupied with this question quite a bit recently, basically the Fermi Paradox and just thinking through. And the reason actually that I am very interested in the origin of life is fundamentally trying to understand how common it is that there are technological societies out there in space. And the more I study it, the more I think that there should be quite a lot.
Why haven't we heard from them? Because I agree with you. It feels like I just don't see why what we did here on Earth is so difficult to do.
Yeah, and especially when you get into the details of it, I used to think origin of life was very, it was this magical rare event, but then you read books like, for example, Nick Lane, The Vital Question, Life Ascending, etc. And he really gets in and he really makes you believe that this is not that rare.
Basic chemistry.
You have an active Earth and you have your alkaline vents and you have lots of alkaline waters mixing with acidic ocean, and you have your proton gradients and you have little porous pockets of these alkaline vents that concentrate chemistry. And basically, as he steps through all of these little pieces, you start to understand that actually this is not that crazy. You could see this happen on other systems. And he really takes you from just a geology to primitive life. And he makes it feel like it's actually pretty plausible. And also, like, the origin of life was actually fairly fast after formation of Earth. If I remember correctly, just a few 100 million years or something like that after basically when it was possible. Life.
You got it? Okay. All the links to these will be in the show description. And I did want to Bitcoin. I can't get into Bitcoin. I just don't trust any of it. Digital currency, any of that shit. I don't trust it. I don't trust any money. Anyway. Mick West, did I do this? I didn't talk about this yet. This is interesting. So, obtuse skeptics are time wasters. No, Mick West, do not fall into their rabbit holes. This guy says UFO UAP first contact, self-inflicted. He is only a distraction, and the so-called ufologists who keep falling for his nonsense and enable him are not keeping their eyes on the prize. It's precisely what he wants, along with the notoriety to his profit, not true research. That is bullshit. This is a leftist. Sorry, people. It is true. I'm sorry. It's a fact, and I'm not sorry. But this is somebody who's lying about Mick West. He doesn't give a shit about money. He's got his own money. He doesn't make any money in ufology. What, just because he's on some TV shows? They don't pay shit. 40, 50 bucks, $100. It's not a lot of money. Trust me. Been there. So when they say self-inflicted, that he's only shooting his own foot, don't we hear that about me? Same thing about me. Falling for his nonsense. We hear the same thing about me. And ufologists who enable him are not keeping their eyes on the prize. Same thing they say about me. It is an ongoing, repetitious cycle of cancel culture in ufology for people who don't agree with you or have a different opinion or don't speak your narrative. What is wrong with you? That's these Z-Genners or whatever the hell you want to call these new adults, you know? New adults. Shell Shock sent me a Cash App for the Tootsie Pop comment. You're welcome. I can't believe I said it either. It just slipped out. That was funny. Thank you for the support. For the Tootsie Pop comment, mucho gusto generoso. You're one of the few people who use Cash App. Thank you very much. I love it. It's funny. But Mick West didn't do anything wrong. Now look, Mick West, behind the scenes, was given a UFO footage. I can't remember the exact details of it. But he didn't even give it the time of day, really. He looked at it and said, it's bullshit or something like that. And it's not. Mick West makes a lot of mistakes. You want to know why? Because he's still new to the game. I thought he did a great job with the Boca description. I still believe it is that. Boki, Boca, Boku. I still believe it is. I don't care what Chris Leto says. Chris Leto is on that side of the coin, people. He, of course, is not going to believe with anything I think, you think, or Mick West thinks. He will do whatever it takes to make Mick West look like an idiot. It's a shame. Who's this person throwing down? Nathan says, thanks for the shout out. We can definitely collaborate. Got to make it happen. You are part of the Goofon family. A gush all over the general internet, he says. Thanks, Nathan. That's right. All over. What's this? Security till we dead. ... Cashless world, I think, is 5 years out. I don't think it's going to happen anytime that soon, but we're within a decade of being without cash, I think. I don't use cash. I don't. The only time I use cash is to fill the air up in my tire if I desperately needed it. That's the only time I use cash. And now they have credit cards on most of those. So, yeah. What's this? UFO, UAP, first contact. Made a silly wabbit mistake. Mick West wrote a book about escaping the wabbit hole. Oh, he did? He did. He wrote a book about the wabbit hole? I can't do it anymore. My throat's tired. 2 hours. Oh, Gary Nolan. You know, he blocked me on Twitter. But that's all right. I have an alternate account. Posted a tweet. It's a pretty good one. It's a pretty good one. And it's, I believe this is from Deranged Ologist. And it says, Gary Nolan posted an article featuring this image. The debunker is the hangman. Who knows he will never be held to account by his onlooking and cheering bandwagon. Talk about the angry channel, Scambian and those guys. You get it now? The debunker is the guy who's hanging you. Who knows? He will never be held to account. People don't hold Scambian for account on all the lies. Only we try to, right? He's not held to account by his onlooking and cheering bandwagon. Isn't that freaking ironic? And also beautiful at the same time? That's exactly what ufology is right now. We're flying these. These are UFOs. There's a lot of misidentifications that are being reported. And again, we're waiting for nothing. Again. But this time they're serious. They're real serious. It's going to be a bigger report. At least 200 pages from what I've heard. USOs, pilot reports. Who knows? Maybe we'll get Jeremy Corbell to drop something in there for us to legitimize that report at the end. What am I doing? I want to thank the moderators, super chatters. What unbelievable support tonight. Thank you very much. Thank you. And I also can't do it without you. Newcomers and veterans. Thanks. Thank you. You just got to like, share, and subscribe. Just like, share, nobody shares the show. I get it. You don't want to be that guy that shares Goof On or Third Phase. I know. But I'm telling you, there's nothing wrong with it. They know what Goof On is about. You know what Goof On is about. Gigi Abby Lynn knows what Goof On is about. Even though she's not here, we'll let her hear it. Tony Introvert throwing down a $5 support saying awesome show tonight. G. That's right. It was a good show. Started out a little slow. I didn't know if I'd go even 15 minutes. Here we are, hour and 57 minutes later. Thank you, Tony. You guys push me. You guys. Thank you. And it's raining. I can hear it. It's a beautiful day. Thank you, Tony. Mucho gusto, generoso. Have a good night. And we will be back tomorrow on Thursday. Maybe not Friday again. Friday, she had the schedule change from Thursday to Friday for me if I do what I say I'm going to do. I don't know. We'll see how I can, if I get any work done, if I'm going to go down there this weekend. I don't think I am. And we are true. Come on! Truthology for ufology. True. We are. Have a great night. It's Wednesday. Get the hump out of here. Alien bless.
Unidentified flying objects